right, here we go with Friday evening's weather for Weather Geeks video. This is going to be a busy one this evening. We've got a lot to talk about as far as timing, impacts, amounts of snow, all of that coming with our Sunday and Monday system. I wanted to start out this evening with just a quick review of today. You know me, I like to show a good time-lapse video, and today's weather was not as impactful as yesterday. That was expected. We did have some flurries for a time this morning, but you notice on our tower camera here, the visibility never really gets all that low with these. And actually, we had a decent amount of sunshine second half of the afternoon today, and we had a frigid but beautiful sunset this evening, and we're only about 3 weeks away from sunsets being at 6 p.m. or later. We're picking up well over 2 minutes worth of daylight per day right now. In fact, solar spring begins next week. That's the 3 months of the year in which we're gaining daylight at the fastest rate per day. That starts next week. All right, so today's frigid numbers at the airport, 24 on the high side, 18 is where we started this morning. No measurable snow at the airport today, so we are sitting tight at 7.5 for the month. We're going to add on to that monthly total at the very end of January on Sunday and during the first day of February on Monday. Today's record's 12 below back in that very cold January of 1977, and back in 2002 on this date it was a balmy 62. Radar is quieter this evening. We had flurries earlier on, not much more than a stray snowflake or two in Mercer County at this hour. And this radar loop from the last 12 hours shows much more numerous flurries around during the first half of the day today. And again, things did quiet down. The Weather Service has already hoisted winter storm watches for western Ohio. That's going to become a winter storm warning, no doubt, for counties near the Indiana border. Already winter storm warnings are out for Chicago. Winter storm watches also to our east, over towards the nation's capital, where for the first time in 2 years, they're going to have an actual snowstorm in Washington, D.C. Our storm system is still way out west. It's way out here. This will make the trip across the country fairly quickly over the next 24 to 36 hours. Right now, it's bringing some rain to L.A., some showers around Phoenix, Arizona, and more high-elevation snow out west. All right, before the snow begins, a pretty quiet day coming up on Saturday. An increase in cloud cover midday and afternoon, but we will be snow-free. All right, I think the snow does get underway before daybreak on Sunday, between, say, 2 and 5 a.m. from southwest to northeast. And this will be enough to maybe give us a half an inch to maybe an inch worth of snow by 7 or 8 in the morning. If you're heading off to services or doing some traveling for any other reason, early Sunday morning, the roads can be a little bit slick if they are untreated. As we get into Sunday afternoon, I think there's going to be some dry air eating away at the northern edges of our system. And this, I think, will lead to a kind of a decrease in snow rates. It may even stop snowing in a lot of the area for a time Sunday afternoon. Now, down towards East Liverpool, may not completely stop, but the snow rates may be a little lower as we go into the afternoon. But everywhere, we should see the snow kind of reemerge by Sunday evening into the overnight hours, and this will bring an increase in those impacts on the roads again as we go through the night into Monday morning. I think there will be impacts for businesses and schools Monday morning. The models are speeding up the kind of transfer of energy from this system to the East Coast. Our Ohio Valley low pressure system kind of decays and transfers energy to the coast. That faster process means that things are going to wind down a little quicker, I think, on Monday. Maybe even as early as Monday afternoon. We see the snow just tapering off to flurries and even ending in some spots. That's been definitely a model trend over the last 12 hours or so. All right, as far as how much snow to expect, here's a look at the current model spread for the Youngstown Warren Airport, and this will be fairly representative of a good chunk of our TV viewing area with this system. The current model spread looks like this, with the NAM coming in hot at about 6 inches. Better model consensus down here, the GFS Ensemble, the European, 2-3 inches. Again, that's for kind of the heart of our viewing area. Slipping down towards East Liverpool, the NAM's even more robust down there, suggesting that down towards the Ohio River, 6-7 inches is on the table. European's closer to 4, GFS is closer to 2 inches. That's where things stand for you computer model fans right now. Here's a look at the map I drew this afternoon. I always show hand-drawn snow maps. Very rarely will I show a snow forecast with model data only. Usually I ingest a lot of model data into my thinking and then draw the map by hand on a piece of paper, and then I have to put it to graphics here, and I use a mouse for that, but you know what I mean. This is a a human-generated snow map, as mostly our snow maps are. The sweet spot's going to be out to our west. I think there's going to be a swath of 6+ inches from, around Mansfield, Worcester, maybe the northern suburbs of Columbus, heading out towards I-75 and towards Fort Wayne. Also, a bullseye to our east as this becomes an East Coast system on Monday. Plentiful snows for Philadelphia, Baltimore, D.C. In our television viewing area, what I have is 2 to 4 is the range for a good chunk of the region. Best chance of more than 4 will be down towards Route 39, southern Columbiana County, maybe up to Route 30 in central parts of Columbiana County. I don't think you're going to see more than 6 down there, but I can see where 4 or 5 tries to happen in our southern viewing area. But for most of us, this is 2, 3, 4 inches. Now, I can see my Facebook comments lighting up already at about 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon. Hey, where's all this snow? It's not even snowing. Well, again, that's expected. I think there's going to be a lull Sunday afternoon. This 2 to 4 is not all coming first thing Sunday morning. It's not all coming at once. This is a 48-hour total, and because of the kind of strung out nature of this storm and the fact that during the daylight hours, both Sunday and Monday, temperatures will get up to about freezing, that's going to mitigate the road concerns for parts of both Sunday and Monday. I think the morning hours can still be a little bit tough, especially early. But midday afternoon, both Sunday and Monday, I suspect it's not bad on most of our area roads. So I've given you the red lights here. Sunday morning and Monday morning, just keep an eye on things Sunday afternoon and Monday afternoon, but it may not be much worse than slushy on a lot of our roads. And, you know, the well-treated roads, the major thoroughfares, your Route 224, your Interstate 80, things like that, the things that are going to be treated pretty well, they should be in pretty good shape for a lot of the midday and afternoon, both Sunday and Monday. Just watch out for things first thing in the morning. Once we get done with this, actually a pretty nice warm-up coming later next week. Now, about maybe 10 days ago, our thinking for February is, hey, the whole first half of February might be pretty warm compared to the average. This spike in temperatures, this true spike, only looks like it's going to last a couple of days. Beyond that, there's a bit of a model tug of war right now. The cold ideas are starting to win the battle more often on the modeling than the warm ideas. You look at the CPC 8 to 14 day outlook, and it shows kind of a neutral signal, right? But a whole bunch of cold out here, pretty high confidence in mild weather compared to average in the southeast. We're kind of in between. There's some uncertainty here in this 8 to 14 day stretch specifically. Beyond the 8 to 14 day period, I suspect cold becomes even more likely. But this is kind of a real battle zone here. This kind of first week to 10 days of February. A mild stretch late in the week, a cool down next weekend. Beyond that, kind of back and forth, not especially cold. And with this kind of a map, temperature-wise, we might be kind of in the sweet spot as far as the storm track goes. And so I think there's going to be plentiful chances for some snow during the first half of February. January has not been particularly snowy after a very fast start to the winter in December. I think February could see a return to the kind of pattern we had snow-wise back in December, putting us over the top for the season as far as snowfall compared to average. I think a snowy February will pretty easily put us over the top, over that seasonal average, and certainly a lot more than we had last year. All right, lots to talk about this weekend, so you know I'm going to keep you updated on social media with fresh videos all weekend from my home studio, and make sure you're following the rest of our team, including the Storm Tracker 21 social media accounts for the latest and greatest in weather information as we go through this final stretch of January.